Hello, book lovers. Welcome to another fun, exciting episode of Drunk Reads with your hot mess of a host, Kerrigan Grant. That's me, in case you weren't sure. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a new favorite book of mine, Bad Boy by Willow Winters. In case you've been living under a rock, Willow Winters is the author of the 5 amazing and slightly deranged books from the Folletti crime family series. They are dark, y'all. She's gaining a huge following of readers, and because of these, sexy and unhinged bad boys in her Folletti crime family series. It's good, y'all. I'm actually going to leave links to her newsletter and to her own public Facebook group that she set up all by herself, begging for bad boys. I'm in there, so make sure you drop by and say hello to everybody because we're a really fun group. I'm not being biased whatsoever. I am a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway. And I'm back. Woo, did you see that magical effect I just did on y'all right now? Snuggle in, ladies, because I'm about to tell y'all a crazy ass tale of a book. This book is nuts. I'm not even, and I don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever. I'm talking the good kind of crazy. Bad boy. Who's the bad boy? I'll tell you who the bad boy is. But first I'm going to tell you, Catherine is our heroine of the book in this book, and she is like a normal girl except that she witnessed an organized crime killing. So the Casanova, one of the names, that crime family, they end up putting her name on a hit list, and she's gonna die. I'm talking about, like, she's gonna really die. Poor girl, wrong place, wrong time. So who is going to kill her? That's the kicker. It's our hero, or anti-hero, if you will, Anthony. Anthony is a hired hitman. He does, what do they call that? He does wet work. Isn't that a weird name to title that? Like, why has it got to be wet? Oh God, because you imagine if it was called moist work? Ugh, that's pretty gross. I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit thinking about that. He's a sexy psycho. Like, that's pretty much one of the best ways I can describe him. He is a sexy psycho. Christian Bale in American Psycho, or Dexter from that show, Dexter. He makes Christian Grey look like a kitten. And that's kind of funny considering he calls her kitten all the time. He does, killing people and that kind of thing. He tortures them too. And at one point, I believe he uses the term, I carve up assholes. I carve up assholes. Okay, first of all, let's just break that down for a minute. Gross, for one thing, because if you think anything like me, which I hope for your benefit you don't, but if you do, the first thought you thought of was, that has to really, really fucking hurt. But then you realize what he means, and then you're like, okay, well, I guess you do, don't you? Anyway, that's what he does. He gets Catherine on his hit list, and he's like, okay. So he stalks her and kind of finds out everything he needs to know about where he's going to take her out, basically. And then he ends up thinking, you know what, I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill her. I want to drive a bargain with the crime family that has his hit out on her. He ends up making this bargain, but the deal is that either she has to submit to him because he wants to be the dom, like for real, or he's just gonna kill her. At least that's the agreement he's gonna make with her. So then we go back to Catherine. We learn a little bit about her. She's a book blogger. She does beta reviews. She does a lot of these things, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I know a lot of you readers do. And I'm sitting here thinking, too real. I mean, like, Willow really puts it there to you because she is writing this book, with her perfect penmanship, and she's just like, they're gonna love this shit. They're gonna love it. Because I'm telling you what, if you like dark romance, and especially if you like those kind of books where you get so drawn into them that you're just like, whoa, where am I? When you look up from the page, that's the kind of book I'm talking about right now. So let's get back to the story. She's like really into the internet fandom and stuff like that. And then she is describing the scene about how Catherine is just standing outside her house. She lives in the middle of nowhere. And she likes it that way. It's real quiet. It's real nice. Like, this scene is painted so well. I'm not kidding. Birds are singing. The wind is breezing through the trees. She's got her hot mug of, chamomile tea. She's got her shawl on her shoulder. She's standing outside. The wind's a little breezing through and starting to turn into fall. I'm serious, like right now, y'all, I was about to go to Starbucks to get a PSL, and I don't even drink those things, okay? I'm talking, I wanted to go over there and turn on my tart warmer and put one of them little, like the pumpkin spice ones, and put out some like little leaves everywhere. Like, I want it to be fall right this damn minute right now. When I read that scene, I was like, take me away, Calgon, let's do this shit. Like, whoa, this is nice. Like, I want to be here too, No, ain't nobody messing around with me. Ain't no children cornering me in my bathroom, trying to find out what I'm doing. I'm just trying to go to the bathroom, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, get off my butt. So anyway, this scene is so nice, it's so calming. But then she knows that somebody's watching her, and it's so creepy. Like, it's the good kind of creepy. Like, I'm pretty sure this woman could write a screenplay for one of them horror thrillers. Girl, you need to get up on that. So I was sitting there reading, and I was like, oh shit, this get crazy. Even though you know who it is, it's still creepy. So then she ends up getting captured. She starts falling asleep, and then he ends up taking her. He does a tranquilizer in her neck. She's gone. He kidnaps her. He sets up this funky ass cell. It's like a jail cell, and that's where she wakes up. She's freaking the fuck out. She's just like, oh my god, where am I? What is going on? And let me do a little backstory real quick before we get into any more of it. She likes to read BDSM books, and he's been paying attention. So he is so meticulous. Oh my god, I said that right. Wow. He is so, that word, he's so into details, and he plans everything so crazy that he knows everything she wants, everything she likes, and he's like, I know she likes this stuff, so I'm going to make her my sub. I'm going to be her dom, and she's going to respect me, or I'm going to punish her. He says, look, I'm going to give you this cell, or you get, this bedroom suite, just how you like it at home, and you get an office to work in, just as if you would go back to normal life. Now, let me pause that for a second. What the hell is she going to need an office for, y'all? Like, she is in a jail cell. And she's all dirty, and she's all crying because she's like freaking out. I mean, what is she gonna need an office for, right? Like, is she gonna be doing his taxes? I mean, is she gonna be handling cold calls? I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm into it. Anyway, so now it gets into the straight up BDSM part of the book. I can't even describe. Like, that's the part I'm gonna have to ghost right over. It's hot. And you just need to read that part. So, he's feeding her fish, and it's kind of funny because he's feeding her tuna, and he calls her kitten. So she kind of acts like a kitten, really, in the beginning part of the book. And in her mind, she's thinking, she's trying to figure her way out of this situation because it's real life. Like, this is a nightmare. This motherfucker has kidnapped me, and I need to get the hell out here. So she's like, scheming. But the thing is, he knows she's scheming because he's that damn smart too. This is why he's psycho. He's got it all planned out. I'm telling you, he's got like flow charts and shit because there's no way he planned for every single thing without meticulously planning the shit out. He has to show her that he's the dom. He has to, punish her. And at first, she don't like that. So, she's like, I'm fighting it. I'm gonna fight it. I just can't just cave in. But then of course she does because she gets into it. She gets real into it. So she tells herself, I don't really like this, but I have to do it, so I'm gonna behave. Catherine, girl, you lying. You lie like a rug, okay? Because let's face it, you like this. I mean, what he's doing to you and how he makes you feel and all them feels down below, I'm just saying. If you've ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome, this is like #1 case of Stockholm Syndrome. You know, she is all about her captive, basically. And it becomes more and more apparent that she's getting more and more into it as the book goes on. The thing is, though, he says, I will not kill her. I could hurt her, but I'm not going to do that. There's a lot of bum spanking involved. I mean, like, there's a lot of bum spanking. So that's always fun to read. But I don't want to give too much away because you really need to just see the, like, development between the two of them to really understand the book. But eventually there's, like, this big throwdown with the crime family that he bought her from. It's just, like, lots of action. Lots of craziness going on. That's where I'm going to cut it off because you need to find out what happens after that. So basically this book has so much hot action. It's dual point of view, so you're in both of their heads, like finding out what they're thinking about each other, which is, I love that. It is so real, y'all. Like, it is so real. Okay, so y'all know that Scared Straight show? Like the one where they take like the wild ass heathens, like 13-year-olds that think they're thugs, and they take them into the prison and they meet like all the prison inmates and everything, and they're like scaring them straight, basically. This book is like that. I mean, in the end, this book, it always goes back to the bum spanks, and you can't go wrong with that. I want to end it right there. Thank you so much, Willow Winters, for letting me talk about your amazing book. You are such a sweetheart. And click in the links below to talk to her on social media and to sign up for her newsletter so you can keep on top of all the action that she doles out, because there's gonna be a lot. Like, she's got so many books coming y'all's way, you don't even know. I hope y'all enjoyed. I tried to keep it a little bit shorter this time so y'all wouldn't be like, girl, 20 minutes is too long. Thank you all so much for joining me, and remember to keep drunk reading. Bye, y'all.